Hello there, welcome to this weekly case law review. My name is Clifford from Clifford and Company Advocates. We are located at Jumia Place along Lenana Road in Kilimani. Well, we are all fast approaching the holiday season. This is the peak season for many manufacturers and service providers such as hotels and transport companies. Many employers will be seeking to increase their staffing and production so as to be able to cope with the increased customer volume during this peak season. Most of you watching are planning to hire new staff, albeit on temporary basis, and thereafter letting them go. But what are the associated risks with this kind of hiring and disengagement of labor? In this weekly case law review, we analyze a recent judgment of the Court of Appeal which was delivered on 4th November 2022 in the case of Kenyatta University versus Maina. The citation of this case is Nairobi Court of Appeal Civil Appeal number 261 of 2020. The alternative citation of this case is 2022 KECA 1201 KLR. The judgment of the court was delivered by Honorable Justice Musinga Sichale and H.A. Omondi. This case is an appeal against the judgment of the High Court, which was delivered by Honorable Justice Wasilwa, following a case that was filed by the respondent against the university, in which she had raised many grounds, among them being that the university had failed to recognize her employment as a permanent one, despite working for the university for a continuous period of 9 years. The High Court, having listened to both parties, entered judgment in favor of the respondent and proceeded to declare that her employment was a permanent and pensionable one, and directed the university to issue her with a contract in tandem with other employees who are on permanent and pensionable contracts. Dissatisfied with the decision of the High Court, the university appealed to the Court of Appeal, and this is where we pick up this case from. In response to the appeal, the respondent maintained that her employment as a secretary working for the university commenced sometime in August 2009. However, on 19th July 2018, all casual employees were made to sign seasonal contracts. She complained that the signing of the seasonal contracts was made under duress. The university, in its defense, contended that the respondent was employed on contractual terms, with her salary being calculated on a daily basis and given to her at the end of each month to avoid reconciliational and logistical difficulties. The university further stated that it operated a semester system, and there are instances when the university student population will fall so low, thus requiring less members of staff. To better understand who is a casual employee, one has to read Section 2 of the Employment Act, which defines a casual employee as a person whose terms of engagement provides for his payment at the end of each day, or who is engaged for a period not longer than 24 hours at a time. Section 37 of the Employment Act provides for the conversion of casual employment to term contract. It states that where a casual employee performs such works for a period of not less than 1 month, or performs such works which are not reasonably expected to be completed within 3 months or more, then the casual employment is deemed to be one where the employee shall be paid at the end of each month, meaning that the casual employment is deemed to be one of permanent employee. In this case, the Court of Appeal held that an employer cannot have an employee under the guise of being a casual on the reasoning that it has peak and off-peak season. To subject an employee to such treatment would be unfair, because being laid off during off-peak season does not guarantee the employee permanency, and neither does it guarantee that the employee will get employment elsewhere during the off-peak season. The Court of Appeal proceeded to uphold the findings of the lower court, in which the High Court found that the respondent was not a casual employee, but rather a permanent and pensionable employee as per Section 37 of the Employment Act. I do agree with the findings of the Court of Appeal that it is unfair to condemn a person to permanent casual employment, especially where they have offered their services for a continuous period of more than 1 month or 3 months. In conclusion, we suggest that employers or those tasked with managing employees to prepare their staffing and work schedule well in advance before the holidays. We at Clifford and Company Advocates will help you structure your staffing during off-peak and peak seasons so that you comply with the law while at the same time achieving your objectives as an organization. Get in touch with us today. Well, that's it for now. See you again next time.